Hi there, it's March the 7th and time for Proverbs 7. But first, we are going to do a little background study on Solomon and where he got his wisdom. I should do this at the beginning of every Proverbs study, and I probably will from now on. But we are going to jump over to 1 Kings chapter 3. Okay? And I'm going to read from the New International Version over here on the right. Let's get a little smaller here. Okay. Now, they hadn't built the temple yet, so Solomon, as David did, had been going up to Gibeon, the highest place, to give his offerings. And one time he was at Gibeon, okay, to offer 1,000 burnt offerings. That's a lot. Let's start with verse 5. At Gibeon, the Lord asked Solomon during the night in a dream, and God said, ask for whatever you want me to give you. Okay? God said, ask for anything you want. And Solomon answered, you have shown great kindness to your servant my father David, because he was faithful to you and righteous and upright in heart. You have continued this great kindness to him and have given him a son to sit on his throne this very day. Now, Lord my God, you have made your servant king in place of my father David, but I am only a little child and do not know how to carry out my duties. Your servant is here among the people you have chosen, a great people, too numerous to count or number. So give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong. For who is able to govern this great people of yours? Okay, all he could have asked for anything. He said anything. And he said, give me a discerning heart to know right from wrong. The Lord was pleased that Solomon had asked for this. So God said to him, since you have asked for this, and not for long life or wealth for yourself, nor have you asked for the death of your enemies, but for discernment in administering justice, I will do what you have asked. I will give you a wise and discerning heart. Here's the important part. So that there will never have been anyone like you, nor will there ever be anyone like you. Okay? So Solomon is the wisest, smartest person who ever lived. And there will never be anyone again as smart as Solomon was, right? That's why we read Solomon's teachings, because he is the wisest person who ever lived. Okay? But wait, there's more. Verse 13, moreover, I will give you what you have not asked for, both wealth and honor, so that in your lifetime you will have no equal among kings. And if you walk in obedience to me and keep my decrees and commands, as David your father did, I will give you a long life. So there you go. That is where Solomon got his wisdom. Okay? As the king, the Lord asks him, anything you want. And he says, give me wisdom. Okay? And it's proven to be true. If you seek wisdom, discernment, then riches and honor come. Okay? And that's where we're here. And today we are on chapter 7. Now this chapter is all about the false attractions of adultery and the lures of prostitutes. For some of this isn't an issue. Okay? And for some it may be. You may have struggled with this in the past. I gave my life to Christ at a very young age, so this was never an issue for me, but it's very important to read. Maybe you can pass that knowledge on to somebody else. Okay, chapter 7. My son, keep my words and treasure up my commandments with you. Keep my commandments and live. Keep my teachings as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers, write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and call insight your intimate friend, to preserve you from the loose woman, from the adventuress with her smooth words. Adventure. They use the word adventurous in the Revised Standard Version as in place of the word foreigner, which Interesting, huh? Okay, remember that. And this is a story I remember. For at the window of my house I have looked out through my lattice, and I have seen among the simple, I have perceived among the youths a young man without sense, passing along the street near her corner, taking the road to her house in the twilight in the evening, at the time of night and darkness. And lo, a woman meets him, dressed as a harlot, wily of heart. Dressed as a prostitute and cunning of heart. All right. She is loud and wayward. Her feet do not stay at home. Now in the street, now in the market, now at every corner she lies in wait. She seizes him and kisses him, and with impudent face she says to him, I had to offer sacrifices, and today I have made my vows. So now I have come out to meet you, to seek you eagerly, and I have found you. I have decided. I have decked my couch with coverings, colored spreads of Egyptian linen. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love till morning. Let us delight ourselves with love. There you go. For my husband is not at home. He has gone on a long journey and took a bag of money with him. At the full moon he will come home. Okay? Now they used to mark their days by the cycles of the moon back then, because the cycles of the moon never changed. Okay, it's like 30 days. With much seductive speech she persuades him, and with her smooth talk she compels him. All at once he follows her, as an ox goes to the slaughter, or as a stag is caught fast, till the arrow pierces its entrails. Wow. As a bird rushes into his snare, he does not know that it will cost him his life. And now, O sons, listen to me, and be attentive to the words of my mouth. Let not your heart turn aside to her ways. Do not stray into her paths, for many a victim has she laid low. Yea, all her slain, and her mighty host. Her house is the way to Sheol, to hell, going down to the chambers of death. Well, there you go. That was a story, an object lesson. We didn't highlight anything in here, which is interesting, huh? Something you want to tell your young teenage children, okay? This story. And it's just, same thing. Do you think he actually saw this? No, I think this is an object lesson. Okay? I think it's just an object lesson. A story that he told. Because I don't think he really saw it, but that's interesting, yeah. So, take that to heart, and we did find out about where Solomon got his wisdom. He asked for it, okay? He asked for it. And God said, because you didn't. Remember, he could have asked for anything. God said, ask me for anything. He could have said, give me the life of my enemies. Give me a long life. Give me riches and honor. But he didn't. He said, give me discernment and wisdom. And because he asked for that, God gave him everything else besides that, right? And for us, we can go to James. There it is. James 1:5. Oh. Oops, I'll highlight this. And for us today, in James 1:5 in the New Testament, it says, if any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. Wisdom. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave on the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. And that's important. That's what faith is. If you ask for wisdom, you have to have faith and know that he's going to give it to you. Not, I hope. No, it's not a hope. It's knowledge. You know that he's going to give it to you. Okay? So Solomon asked for wisdom and he got it. If any of us ask for wisdom, if you ask for wisdom, have faith and not doubt. Okay? You must not doubt that he's going to do it. Then you'll get it. And all of these Proverbs that we're reading will sink in. And then everything else will come. Right? I mean, it must be nice. I mean, Solomon got his all instantly. He asked the Lord, okay, you have a wise, discerning mind and heart. Boom, done. That'd be nice, huh? God will do that for you too, but you have to have faith and know that he's going to do it. That's the hard part. So, stay tuned later today. We're going through the Bible in 1 year. And I think Josh was taking over. I can't remember yesterday. It was all about the rules of sacrifices and killing thousands and thousands and thousands of animals. And I kind of, but we'll get back to the story today. Through the Bible in 1 year. Stay tuned for that. Catch up on any of these you might have missed. Give us a like if you think about it. So, until later, stay humble.